I am your host, Dr. Jake Hansen from the Chiropractors Edge. I am stoked to have with me Rich May, the man from Mango Voice, the latest and greatest support in the chiropractic profession. One of the greatest things I love is when my team tells me how much they love our systems. And that is one of the reasons why we love Mango, because Mango makes my office so incredible. We're going to get into that here in a minute. Rich, welcome to the Chiropractors Edge, my man.
Thanks for having me. All of us at Mango Voice, we love our chiropractors. Me especially, my chiropractor I hold very near and dear. And we love being a sponsor and supporter of the Chiropractors Edge and chiropractors all over the country. So we're really excited to be on the show tonight. And you're always a treat too. So it's good to be here.
Well, it's great to have you back, man. I know we had a lot of hype when we had you on the show last. I know when we had Kevin Tallman, the CEO of Mango, we had a lot of hype about that. And we're excited because we get to see you guys. This is the eve of Mile High. By the time this airs, it'll be after Mile High. And I'm going to be hearing from all the doctors that are stoked because they finally got Mango into their practice. So a lot of docs ask me, like, Doc, what's Mango? Like, what is Mango? Mango is one of the greatest things. So number one, Mango is a VoIP system. It's based in the cloud. The other day, when I was out of state, I was able to make a call to a patient and they thought I was calling from my office. It was fantastic. And it's not a Google Voice number. My team was able to track it, able to record it, hear what was said, document what was done. It was awesome. We get text threads through it. It literally cuts your phone bill in half. But my team loves it because it integrates with a lot of our other existing softwares and it makes their job so much easier. They absolutely love it. So, and that is literally what sold me is when I presented this to the team, they're like, Doc, why don't we already have this? This is so much better than what we already have. It's more convenient. It cuts down. It literally is like replacing a CA in your practice. That's what I love about Mango. And you come from a very phenomenal background in your industry, and you switched to Mango for what Mango stands for. But what are some of the greatest things that Mango is doing for chiropractors?
Well, I think you said everything that I was going to say, so now I have to think a little bit harder now. But no, I think you hit it on the head. It's all about making it easier for the office to run more efficiently, right? The last thing you need is missed calls and not knowing, if you're missing patients, if you're leaving money on the table. I think that a chiropractor's job is stressful enough as it is. And the last thing they need to worry about while they're adjusting people is the front office, is the CA, is everything working efficiently up front. And that's where Mango comes in. We provide a very robust phone service that you just can't get anywhere else. And we're thrilled to bring it to chiropractors from everywhere. And I think one of my favorite things about it is the call recordings that we have. So many doctors would, be in the office adjusting someone and then listening to what the front desk is saying, on the phone, and not being present and not being able to do and focus on, what they really need to be doing. And then they're wondering what was said on that phone conversation. I hope the right things were said. Well, Mango gives you the ability to, dive into that call, listen to it, and offer it to your front desk for training. And then they can learn, and then you get the ease to do what you need to do. And we use that at our office all the time to listen to, just how can we improve? How can we get better? How can we be more efficient? Another thing that we love that no one else seems to be doing in chiropractic is the missed call text notifications. So
huge.
If you miss a call, that is, I can't even begin to count how many dollars that's left on the table for a new patient. What's that value to you? But when you get that missed call notification, you're getting a text message to your phone saying, hey, you missed this call. But it's also texting the person that called you saying, hey, we're sorry we missed your call, but we're happy to get started with you right away. So you get that engagement. Whereas before you were just missing that person. And I don't know about you, but me, when I'm looking for a service online, I just go to the next guy, on Google, right? But instead, I'm getting engagement from you. I'm getting a text message from you, and it's coming from your business number, which is just fantastic, right? And I'm able to just start engaging with that chiropractor, and you're not missing out on a new patient. You're acquiring that new patient right there.
You hit a point that's something that we absolutely love. So I was trying to look at when people have called and we've picked up the phone and they've said, "Hey, we're new to town, so we don't know who to use." So we basically looked up reviews, and you guys were high, and so was high, and so was high, and so we just looked at what was closest to the house, and they never answered, and they're closed, and you guys answered. So I had my team go back and look up. So last year we had about 120 grand that came in from people who said, "Oh," and the criteria was, "We're kind of new. We don't know the area. We've never been to a chiropractor, or we're looking for a new chiropractor."
Yeah.
And we looked at these criteria, and number one, or you were number one. We've also had people come back and say, "You know what? We called you. This was a few years ago. We called you, but and you guys got back to us, but it was later in the day and I'd already found somebody." Or my team would say, "Yeah, doc, I called them, by like an hour later, but they'd already had another appointment." Because when people hurt, they get muddled up. So docs, when you do your marketing, you painfully do your marketing, and you market on social media, you market at events, you market who you are, face-to-face contacting, your ad spend, everything. And people are going to recognize your name. They're going to recognize your practice. They're going to recognize your brand. And when a crisis happens or the moment comes, like, "Okay, it's time for me to see this doc," they want an answer right then and there. You need to be able to answer. And I'm not saying that if you're not a pain-driven practice, but there are people that when they have a crisis, and it could be that mental, emotional crisis, "I just can't take my wife's pain anymore," or "I can't take my wife, like hurting so much." Or we had a lady who's like, "My husband is in utter depression. And I've seen such a change." And they literally wake up one morning saying, "We need to get in. You need to be the one that they need to see." And that's what Mingo does. Literally, you call, and we usually get 2 or 3 phone calls happening at once at any given time throughout the day. That text system is incredible. "Hey, we're sorry we missed your call. We're so happy you called. How can we help you? Are you a new patient or an existing patient?" And it texts, and then the team's able to call right back. It's huge. You are leaving money literally on the table, but more importantly, lives are not being changed by not being in front of you. And I mean that absolutely. You need to, this is one of the reasons why we absolutely love Mango, and my team does, because you know what? You talked about present time consciousness. All of us do it. We're listening to what our staff's saying. We're listening to what the phone is saying, as opposed to being present with the people in front of us. I find so many times that the teams, they have a person in front of them, but they have to put them on hold for a second, talk on the phone, where now they feel more at ease because they have a great system it's a safety net. It's not going to let anything slip through the cracks. So they feel they can be more present with the person in front of them. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, no, and this is what I love about chiropractors too, is, you think, what does someone get into any career for? And it's, to make money and to, provide a comfortable living. But I don't think I've met a chiropractor yet who wasn't genuinely trying to make someone's life better.
Hands
it's not
down.
just about, this is my career. This is, I really want to help people. And that's what I love about chiropractors. They're so authentic. They care about their patients so much. They want to make a difference. They want to make a positive impact. And I've experienced that myself. I mean, I know I don't look like it. I did play football at one time. I was a very average football player, but luckily I got to play, and I was kind of unlucky that I got to play because my body was pretty beat up. When you're in your 20s, you bounce back pretty quick. When you're in your 30s, you start to feel some stuff. You're like, man, I don't move like I used to. And I've found chiropractors to be the ones that helped me out the most, and they actually cared. They follow up, how you feeling, how you doing, they get me in fast, be efficient. And that's, I was like, how do we, help this industry grow? How do we help, these wonderful people out there who are trained so hard and put so much time and energy into their craft? How do we enable them to do their job better? And, Mango Voice really is an answer, to helping you guys affect more lives in a positive way.
One of the things I love is you guys allow the patient experience to be enhanced. We always reverse engineer. What do we want? What do we want our patient experience to be like? And we do our best to reverse engineer that. Mango didn't exist the way that it is today when I first started practicing, and thank heaven that it is now. But that's one of the things that we love about it, is it allows our patient experience to be truly enhanced. And for a lot of you docs who are like me, like if someone were to call, we every once in a while we have someone that we can get in today. My practice, like a lot of your practices, doc, it takes a month to get in to see me, a month and a half. But I'll tell you, those people who are like 911 emergency, once we get them on the phone and we explain and we create value for what we do, and we tell them, here's what your first visit is going to look like, and we map it out, they're like, oh my gosh, yes, I need that experience. I don't want a Band-Aid fix. I actually want the key to solving this problem. So we got the phone call, but they still don't see me for a month in some cases, or weeks. Every once in a while we get someone in today, but that's what Mango does. Now, if you have the practice where you're just starting, or you are like patient hungry and you have the ability and capacity to see people, well, Mango's going to feed you like nobody's business before. But in my case, it still feeds me. So this is not technique driven. This is not practice driven. This is when people call, it's going to allow them one of their many cool ways to do that. You had talked about the recording. One of the great things that I did with this is we use it as a positive. No one loves negative reinforcement. It doesn't work. Positive reinforcement does. So I always use it to do positive things. I would pull up and say, hey, we have core values at Restoration Chiropractic. And I said, hey, I said, listen to these awesome core values that Brenda just shared by talking over the phone. She's like, wait, what? I'm like, listen to this. Oh my gosh. I'm like, awesome. $50 bonus.
Wow.
Like, hey, look, so-and-so had a concern. Kathy was able to resolve that concern. Listen how well she did that. This patient was a little frustrated because they hurt, but she didn't take it personally. She put the person before the problem. She put the person before policy, and look how it resolved. So we always use that. Occasionally, and we do what's called the dummy tax awards in the practice, where when people screw up, they'll say, Doc, you got to listen to the phone call today at 12:07. You got to listen to it. It was horrible. I'm going to tell the whole team right now, use it for training of what not to do. And we praise that. We praise mistakes as opposed to the negative. And that's what Mango does. So a lot of people think they're going to get ratted on. It's like, no, this is a positive thing. And it's only made us closer as a team, and it's only made us more money, and it's helped us help even more people. Why, oh, why, Doc? Do you not already have Mango? The system is seamless. I mean, our system was set up in, I actually can't remember now. Was it like an hour? No, it can't be an hour. I mean, it was pretty quick, and it integrated really quick. The training process, the onboarding process was very clean. It was literally simple, plug and play.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things we don't want to do is overwhelm you. We do understand that, sometimes either a new chiropractor is stepping into this industry and isn't maybe taught, like, who do I go with for my phones, and I might be buying an old practice that's been around for years and years and years.
Yep.
They have some archaic phone systems, or they might have some internet that's not working too well. And during that onboarding process, our team is going to remote in. We're going to walk you through everything. We're going to train you on everything. We're going to test your network. We're going to make sure that you're compatible, with our system, and make sure that you're up to speed and running appropriately, so that you're state of the art, so that you're no longer, in this archaic system, but you're reaping the benefits of technology, right? And it's very important that we don't just leave you in a situation where you're like, well, I have this really cool new system, I don't know how to use it, Like, that's the last thing we want. We want to train you. We want you to walk away from your onboarding feeling like you could teach someone else how to do this. And
Yes.
that's really important to us to we want you to feel confident with the service. And, I was a jock, I played football. I can use it, so if I can get through it and I can use it, I guarantee that anyone can learn how to use the system. It's fantastic. It's very empowering, actually, as you start to dive into it, and you're like, oh, look, I can set up all these things, and I can make my practice so much more efficient. And Mango was so helpful getting me set up. It just leaves you with a really good feeling, and I think that's really important. You were speaking to that, to your culture at your office there. It's always positive, right? And we want to leave all of our customers and all of our doctors out there with the same experience. Very positive.
We had in Colorado totally needs to get adjusted, by the way. I mean, Colorado gets so schizo with its with its weather sometimes, but it's definitely subluxated for sure. Its spine needs to be checked. A couple weeks ago it was 92 degrees. The next day it snowed like 10 inches. But we had an experience where we had to close the practice down. So what we used to do is whoever lived closest to the practice. We say, hey, will you go in? Will you change the phones? Will you change the website? Will you change this? Will you change that? Well, the coolest thing with Mango is we can literally do it from your phone. You can do it from your computer and you can change it. Right now, we're involved in so many wonderful things. I'm out of the practice a week or two out of every single month. It's already planned out.
Yep.
When I'm out. If the whole office is out, like 4th of July, guess what? Our 4th of July greetings already done.
Yep.
Our Christmas greetings, our November greetings are already done. And the coolest thing, you guys, is you can literally build the system saying, okay, what do you want to happen? Do you want it to go to an emergency number? Do you want to go to a text? Do you want to go to a doctor's line? Do you want it to do this voicemail, this voicemail, this voicemail? Like, you can literally build whatever you want. You can do one simple loop, 2 loops. And so it's so user friendly that so our office manager, who she figures out a way to get stuff done. She always says, "Oh, I'm so computer illiterate. I just don't know what I'm doing." She's not, for what she says, and she has all of this stuff honed in and figured out. And it is so much easier because when a crisis happens, where hey, the docs have to be out of the office. Well, if the team is busy, they can have an immediate greeting saying, hey, we apologize. The docs are out of the office, but you matter most to us. Click this link to be connected to our office manager, or this. We have people who work remotely who can pick up the phone as well. But it's so customizable, it's so user-friendly that, again, it enhances the patient experience. It makes so if your team is happy and the patients are happy, you're only going to have success. And when one of the number one things I've seen in the business industry is your proximity to a mentor or a doctor. The accessibility to get to them is key. If you can't have access, now again, does it take a month to see us, just as an example? Yes, it does, but we're accessible. Mm-hmm. I can talk, I can communicate, I can text. Now, if someone said, oh, you're going to see this neurologist and it's going to take you 8 months to even have a word with them, people are like, there's disconnect. And they get there, they're nervous, they think they have to spill their guts out, and then they don't get what they wanted to say. They feel unheard. They feel like, oh my gosh, seriously, 8 months, that was worthless. Well, with us, we feel like we already know our patients. We have a team set up so that they're gleaning information from the people. So we're checking in with them. If it's a month out, we're going to send them messages. Hey, we're looking forward to your visit. Hey, fill out this paperwork in advance and really think about it. When we see you, we want to have true face-to-face time. So get this paperwork out of the way. Just divulge, everything that's been going on. When we see people feel like, they always say, Doc, it feels like I already know you. It feels like I already know your team. Why? Mango allows us to do that. It's one aspect that allows us to be a voice for people and to them. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're really taking advantage of everything that Mango offers. And like you said, Colorado needs an adjustment, right? So we're coming, we're coming to Mile High. We're going to be there at the show, and come by our booth and we'll show you. We'll give you a demo. We'll show you this drag and drop interface. That's very user friendly. We'll show you how you can set up your schedule to customize it, just like you're talking about, with all your holiday greetings scheduled out, with all of your, how you can dive into it if you have an emergency and change it. Yeah. We'll have a booth there. You won't be hard to miss us. Mango Voice is pretty loud.
You guys are platinum sponsors. You guys are the sponsor. You guys are the head honchos of Mile High, which is amazing. And it's, our theme this year is the Matrix Unplugged. So you got your costume? You really caught me off guard here. My costume is going to be so cool, you won't even know I'm there. That's I like it.
I'll be so unplugged.
Does it involve a mango?
The thing with phones is like you don't want them to be ever an issue that's loud in your face. You just want it to work very well. So we'll be quietly behind the scenes, the platinum sponsor. We will be loud with our giveaways and with some of the cool swag that we're going to be handing out, and some of our mangoes that we'll be handing out. And because we do love chiropractors so much, we do have a special going on in the month of June, and you can definitely qualify at the show as well. We're going to be giving away not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 offices can win a year of free service this month.
Dang.
Yeah, so that's how excited we are, how crazy we are this month.
Wow. So I know the price point behind that. Again, the price point is less than what your phone bill would pay, plus all the other perks that comes with it. Again, if it costs $10,000, if it costs whatever it was, I would still get Mango for what it does. That's huge. That's awesome. So again, Chiropractors Edge, you guys, this is a deal exclusive to you guys, a deal exclusive to chiropractors. So they're going to offer at Mile High. They're going to offer here at the Chiropractors Edge. We only affiliate with people who give back to the profession. We only affiliate with people who understand chiropractic and who truly want to, and then not with one hand support, but with the other hand want to support its demise. They literally want chiropractors. So from the CEO down to everyone, they love chiropractic. They've been huge in the health industry for a long time. I mean, thousands and thousands of dentists have Mango. This is, I mean, you guys make so many people's lives better, and I'm super excited to have you guys on board. So what are some of the best ways? Obviously, we're going to drop a link down below. What are the best ways? I mean, I have your personal number. Every time I get reached out by, someone's like, Doc, I need Mango, I give them your number. But obviously, without giving your info, what's the best way that people can understand, like, what more about what Mango is, but how can we get it implemented in our office? How can we get that onboarding call scheduled? What's the best way to do that, Rich?
Yeah, it's it's really simple. I mean, just go to www.mangovoice.com, and right there on our webpage, you can schedule a demo call with us. It's right there on the front homepage. You can't miss it. Just schedule a call, and you can get set up with one of our sales associates, and they'll be happy to talk to you about all the features and all the specials that we're doing, and get you set up as soon as possible. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. Of course, you can go to the Mango Voice Facebook page, our Instagram page, and you can see all of our specials and also be a part of our community there. But of course, you can always, on the Chiropractors Edge, we like to post things and be a supporter of this group as well. You guys are great. We love being associated with you guys. And Jake, you're awesome. You're always so willing to work with us, and we appreciate that. And I hope that whoever's out there watching, you guys listen to Jake. He's definitely doing something right in chiropractic, and follow his lead. He's doing a good job.
You're very kind. Well, man, I really appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. I'm thankful for Mango, for what you guys have done for our business, for our patients. You've allowed us to help even more people, and it's been seamless. It hasn't been. A lot of times, docs, when you add something to your practice, your team gets a little sweaty. They get a little stressed. This was something that was, when is Mango coming? Once we decided, when is Mango coming? And now it's seamless, it's flawless, and it makes things a lot better. So it's convenient for your life. You're able to train your office better. You're able to connect with even more people. You're able to help enhance the patient experience. And again, it'll save you money in the using. I mean, you have to have a phone system anyway. It'll save you money, but it will cost you the people who truly need you. And it'll cost you the training by not having it. So get Mango. It's a no-brainer. It's one of the things, again, you guys were the first sponsors that we sought out for the Chiropractors Edge for that very reason, because you guys help make chiropractic better. You help us get into the hearts and the hands and the homes of the people who need us the most. So, Rich, we're grateful to have you on today, my man. Can't wait to see you at Mile High and future events. You guys go to mangovoice.com, get a demo scheduled. Once that is done, it takes about a week to get your phone sent to you. They have a whole onboarding process that's seamless, a training process. They'll baby step you into it. You start with these systems first, then start here, then start there. The follow-up calls and the follow-up emails and texts are fantastic. And it is a no-brainer when it comes to practice. That is why we endorse and highly recommend and support Mango Voice. So, Rich, thank you so much for being on tonight, my man. We're going to do a Facebook Live here in a few weeks with some Q&As, some questions that docs have. But until then, man, we're grateful for you. Look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. And hopefully we see as many people as we can in Denver. If not, hopefully we get to talk to you in the future. Thank you all.
Thank you.